You're growing your psychic gifts. Maybe you're getting those intuitive downloads. You're having your spirit guides talk to you, but you're still not clear what is actually your intuition and what is not. Hi, my name is Tamara Rose. I'm the founder of the Beyond Human Method. I've been coaching people in growing their psychic intuitive gifts for the last 15 years. So if you have questions about it, you're in the right place. And let's talk about how you actually distinguish what is your psychic intuitive hit and what is not. So where a lot of people get stopped when it comes to intuition is we get confused what is our intuition and what is not our intuition. So your intuition is going to talk to you through your knowing, your feeling, claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairaudience. Those are all the ways that you're going to receive intuition. It could be through your spirit guides. It could be through your higher self. All of those are valid. The thing that gets in the way is actually your fear. And that's what I want to dive into. How do we distinguish something that is our fear and something that is our intuitive knowing? So the easy and short of this is that your intuitive knowing usually makes no logical sense. So what I mean by that is you can't make it like 2 + 2 = 4. It'll be like, you know what? I have an intuitive hit. The first time I got my big intuitive hit was that I would be on stage leading a room full of people. I'd never done it before. And when it came to me in like November at the end of a year, and it said I was going to be on stage in January. And that's like a 2-month turnaround. I had never done it before. And the intuitive hit was saying, this is your path. This is part of like your future. This is part of your legacy and your destiny. And my logic system was like, I don't think so. So that's what I mean is like intuition makes no logical sense. It'll come to you like a flash. It comes to you with information. It comes to you with knowing. It can come to you through spirit guides. The second you try to logic it, make sense of it, or like backpedal it, that's when it's no longer your intuition. You see, our logic systems are based on fear. They're based on trying to predict an outcome. They're based on something from the past. All of that's the brain activity. So the second you get the intuitive insight to do something, your logic system is going to try to want to take over or figure it out. So how many times have people said, oh my gosh, I want to come work with you in the Beyond Human Method? I'm like, great. But then the logic system is like time, money, scarcity, how's it going to go? How do I know? And all of that part of the system disrupts the intuitive guidance that you're receiving. So I want you to think back. You can do this right now. Think back to a time where you had an intuitive hit on something. You just knew and you felt it maybe, or you had guidance on it. And the guidance was pushing you into a direction, but your human limitation, your brain, your like calculation, what we call calculation and computation, tried to figure something else out, and then it didn't make sense, and you talked yourself out of it. That's just not how intuition works, right? So the goal for you, if you want to grow your intuition, is to honor the knowing, honor the intuitive hits, honor them rapidly, take action rapidly, and start to allow the logic system that's at play to fade away. Don't honor the figuring it out. Don't honor the human limitation. Don't honor the concerns from the past. That's where you're going to get stopped. So a lot of people come to me and they want change. They want it fast. They want it quick. They want to like fulfill on their life's purpose and their life's dreams. And then everything that comes after it is all of the logic systems trying to get in the way. So the best way to work through this, if you're wondering, is this my intuitive hit? Is this my psychic knowing? Or is this something else? Is to go back to your logic system. If you're trying to logic something out, if you're trying to make sense about it, then it's your brain. But I think the question that you might want to ask is, why is my brain doing this? Why can't I just have my intuition and follow my intuition? Because that's not how the brain was designed. Okay, so if you look at how the brain was designed, your brain is made to keep you safe and the human body functioning. It is not connected to your higher self, your intuitive capacities, other dimensions in reality. It's literally here to ensure that you eat, breathe, and survive being eaten by a tiger. And so anything that looks not normal or from the past, if it doesn't look like the past, it's going to feel threatened. So you following your intuition is going to be in complete fight mode with your survival systems. Because if it doesn't make sense, the brain and the human part of you wants to take over. If it looks like it could be scary, your brain is going to want to take over. If it looks like you might be threatened by an action you take because you've never done it before, your brain is going to want to take over. So to actually live in an expanded state, live in in a dance with your intuition, you have to build the muscle to allow your brain to do whatever it's going to do and act anyway on your knowing, on your insight, on your intuitive capacities. Now, if you take this one step further, this is a lot of times the reason why intuitives and psychics have a really hard time reading things on themselves, or reading things and getting hits on what they need to do or where they need to go. Also because they're so invested. And so the more invested you want something to happen, you desire it to happen, you're invested in an outcome, the readings that you get on those things will be more skewed in a way that has you survive rather than has you connected to your intuitive knowing. So hopefully this opened up something for you in regards to you building your awarenesses, your intuitive gifts, maybe your communication with your intuitive guides, and allows you the opportunity to start to follow that more and live from your brain less. So if you have questions, you want to know more, or this was insightful, just let me know, comment below.